Hey guys, good morning. It's been a while since I did the strawberry letter because I've been missing it, because what happens is I have to drive the kids to school, and then when I drop them off I listen to like the recap of it, because 9 times out of 10 the topics are a little too much for high school and junior high school kids, so we don't do that. Yes, I got the scarf on my head. I did my hair. I don't care if you judge me. I was gonna say don't judge me, but I don't care. Go right ahead. I don't care. Anyways, so the strawberry letter is basically about a woman. I did not get her age because, again, like I said, by the time I clocked in to it or tuned in, he was already started. But basically, she's older. The guy is almost 30. And I'm assuming she's over 30. I don't know exactly how potently over 30, but she owns her own home. She has a son, and she is, I guess, I don't know if you want to call it dating. She's sleeping with this younger guy who's not quite 30, but he doesn't have his shit together, right? So he lives with his mom, and she's like, the sex is amazing. So what happens is they wait for he comes over, waits for the boy to go to his father's house, the lady's son, and then they have sex all over her house, as she puts it. They role play and all of this stuff. So she's basically sprung, right? Stigmatized, whatever you want to call it, but that's her issue. So her issue is that she's loving the sex. This man, he's like, he has big arms. I'm assuming he works out, you know, he's attractive, and he has a big penis. So that's like her, oh my God, I'm never gonna get a lover as thorough as him. You know, am I wrong for not seeing, am I being shallow, I think she said, for not seeing what he has, for looking at what he doesn't have, basically. And Steve is like, okay, he has a big penis. He didn't say penis, but he has a big penis. You know, the sex is great, yada, yada, yada. But he don't have no ambition. He don't got no aspirations. Like, this lady in the letter is like, oh, you know, at least he can have an apartment. He's like, you know, he's not talking about apartment. You talking about apartment. He don't have no real job. Because apparently he cuts hair, but he doesn't have like an official thing. He just comes over with his stuff and cuts her son's hair. So she's on some, am I being shallow for looking at what he doesn't have? And Steve was like, you need to, because that's the thing. Like, what people fail to understand is that a relationship needs to be mutually beneficial. So if you're with somebody, you have to be getting something out of it. Like, you can't be like their meal ticket. You can't be like the only person with income. Like, that can't be it. Granted, it doesn't have to be equal. Like, one person doesn't have to make the same, or one person could have more than the other. But it doesn't have to be where it's like, oh, the guy has to make more, or, you know, it has to be even. It doesn't have to be that, but it has to be something. And from what it seems like, he has nothing to offer her but sex. And her being older, I don't know what age, I feel like she should know better than that. Like, sex, like, granted, as she said, she might not find anybody as thorough, but as Steve said, he's thorough because he don't got nothing else to do. He don't work. He ain't tired from work. Like, he ain't got nothing else going on but sex. So she's like, whenever she tries to break it off, he sends a picture of him in the shower or alone in the bed and something like that. So it's kind of funky, but I guess we'll see how that goes, because, yeah, no, it's a no for me. I never met a guy who, like, the sex alone could make me be like, oh my God, I need to stay here. No, it's so much more involved. And she didn't mention anything else. Basically, she just said sex, and I don't even think it's worth it at that point, because there's nothing else holding you there. When the sex eventually fades, or when you can't have sex, or whatever the case is, and I always bring that up because it's always a possibility. Like, people always put sex so high when they talk about relationships, but there could come a point in time where you can't have sex. What if you just can't be around that person for whatever reason? If somebody has to work and they have to go somewhere else for work and this, that, and the third, like, you have to be able to have something else to make the relationship be able to stand on that, when the sex is not there for whatever reason. So it's a no for me. Talking about, is she being shallow by thinking about what he don't have? No, ma'am, you're not being shallow. You're being realistic. If you're thinking about a future with this person, they need to have something going on. Like, they have to have something going on. And I'm not saying that because he's a guy. I'm just saying that because he's a person. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship with someone that has nothing going on, man or woman. So that's it for me. I know that was pretty quick and to the point, but that's all I gotta say today. And I'll do my... Oh, bye.